Let's talk with Trey. Discussing life day by day. Together we can pave the way. The next show is underway. Let's talk with Trey. Discussing life day by day. Together we can pave the way. The next show is underway.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with Trey Bryant. This is going to be another quick one for you guys, and I hope you enjoy this. The topic today is on family values. Are you on the same accord? What do I mean by that? Well, I believe that we need to understand each other in the family and realize that we come from the same foundation so that we can be rock solid in understanding one another as we go through this thing called life. Now, before I start on this quick one, I want to talk about a scripture. I'll bring up a scripture that will help us out as we go through this. Galatians 5:22-23. For those who know, you know, it's the fruit of the Spirit, right? But I'm going to read it and then talk about how that can relate with family values. So it states, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. If you look at all that, that's Galatians 5:22-23. If you look at all of that, that will apply to everything in our lives on how we should handle certain things, right? And if we're on the same accord, if we are teaching that within our family, I believe that that would spread out throughout the community and throughout the nation and throughout the world, right? So yes, well, what are some of the values? Well, that's something you guys should be thinking about as a family. You come as a family and think about what you hold dear to be valuable to you as you view yourself as a family. For me and my family, integrity is one, right? Another one is kindness. Another one is gentleness and self-control. Some of the fruit of the Spirit, right, is what we look at. And if you see us, we hope to ooze that out on as you communicate with us, that that's what we're about. So some of that stuff we hold as value, right? Respectfulness as well as another one, right? Respect. So think about those things as a family and get together as a family and discuss them and see how you want to represent yourself as a family, right? And as folks who don't, that's in the family that agree to, kind of pull them back in if they're not. Sometimes it's just a word. You don't have to correct them on the spot without love and then just be attacking, right? You can correct some folks with love, all right? With kindness, with self-control, with gentleness, with goodness. All right. Another one I have written down here, are you as a family on the same page? It's kind of like what I was just saying. You have to be on the same page. And if you're not, try to get as much as possible to be on the same page. Trust me, it's going to help you guys be identified as a family and help you get through things together. What supports your values? I mentioned earlier what we hold in my family as values, and that is God first and foremost, right? Having that understanding and that relationship with God. Why I keep pushing that is because it's very important to realize that God is the head. God is going to show you how to do things. Get that relationship with him. If you think you got a relationship with him, then you don't. You should know that you have a relationship with him. If you have that, then these things are getting through and supporting him, and adversity come up and changes that come up in life. You will, not saying it won't be difficult, but you will be able to get through it and persevere it a lot better, knowing that you have this rock foundation that starts with God and that foundation that you got with your family that you all agreed upon with those values and goals in life, right? So think about those and what supports your value. For me, God, religion, right? Humanity, money, morals. People can have money but not be sympathetic, right? People can have some goals in life that don't include humanity. So I think in order to realize what's important in life is to realize that family is important and to realize how to understand why family is so important is to understand what you guys share together as values, right? Understand those and support those and be there for one another. And here's another thing. So just because you got the values, do you mean you're going to continue to follow them, or are you just talking? Some people just talk. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, let's do that and roll. Then they go and do something different. No, really come together as a family. Because in these days, coming together as a family is more important than ever. There's so much stuff going on in this world. Not just America, but it's enough in America, right? So much is going on that you have got to be on the same accord. You got to support one another. You got to say, if we're family, we're family. A lot of folks say that, but don't necessarily mean it. Really mean it. And some say it and don't even understand what it really is, because we didn't come together as a family to say, these are our values. This is what the Bryant family stand for. This is what the Staten family, the Walls family, the Jackson families, or whatever. This is what we stand for. And when folks see that, they know that they are a Bryant, a Jackson, a Staten, a Walls. You know what I mean? So get back to hone in back together and realize the fundamental things that we have got to do and represent as a human being, as a child of God, and as a family member. Okay? Unite your family. Come together. Another thing that you can look at, and I'm not going to read it out, but Proverbs 29:18. I'm thinking of Proverbs 29:31. So 29:18, Proverbs 29:18. Check that out. And I'm going to come to close on this. We should all adopt grace and forgiveness. I believe that's what's missing a lot in our family values and within our family. Because if we have it in our family, it'd be more of that outside of the family, because most of the family, if not all, will have those fruit of the Spirit that we talked about a minute ago, and that grace and forgiveness. And if that was displayed throughout, this would be a better country. It'd be a better world. I'm saying we can still do that. Let's just do it. Let's end with Ephesians 4:2-3. This Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2 and 3 states, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love, eager to maintain the unity of spirit in the bond of peace. That's Ephesians 4:2-3. Adopt that as well as the Galatians, the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5:22-3, right? 22-23. So look at those things. Think about what you want to be known as. Think about how you want to portray yourself. Think about how you want your family to be. Think about those values that you're thinking of, and how you think the family would display. Unite the family. Come together on a fun night or something and talk about those particular things. And I think that would make you better as a person, make you better as a husband, a wife, any relationships, children, family as a whole, and in turn make the community and the nation and the world better. All right, with that, folks, I hope you enjoyed that one. We'll see you again next week on Let's Talk with Trey Brown. Remember to subscribe, share, and like, and tell others about this too on all social platforms. And in addition, you can make comments on these. Make the comments of any type of topics or whatever you would like to discuss as well. Trust me, I will look at those and we will add to them. Any individuals would like to be part of this as well that's in the local area, contact me as well. All right, with that, talk to you guys later. Love you and God bless.